welcome back to the channel. To my returning subscribers, thank you for showing up today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Jane Eze. I'm resident in the UK. Here I talk about my experience and I share information that will be helpful to you coming to the UK as well as you living in the UK. If this is the kind of content you're interested in, please click on the subscribe button now. Click on the thumbs up icon to like this video, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and loved ones if you think it'll be helpful to them. So guys, today I'm giving you guys another story. Remember that the last one I told you that due to time constraints, I wasn't able to tell all the stories. There are lots of stories, guys. Immigration stories, plenty, okay? So I have decided to do this as a series, and this is the second story in this series, okay? So guys, you also know that this will be done in Pidgin for two reasons. In fact, I've mentioned why in the other video, so if you have not seen it, I'll leave the link here. Click on this video to get that story and why I will be doing it in Pidgin, okay? The other reason they improve my Pidgin, because if I say since I leave Nigeria, my Pidgin don't do one kind, and it gets as a BC and no speak Pidgin again. I am not happy, so I need to start practicing it so that this does not leave me, okay? Okay guys, so make I tell you now waiting day. First of all, I go read the question where the person sent to me, and then I go give you the background story, okay? So the question now, hi Jane, if I leave the UK while social services is conducting an investigation, will I be banned from returning to the UK, and will it affect my husband's visa since my husband is the student? So make I give you the story or the background story behind this question. For the purpose of this story, these people name will be Mr. and Mrs. Austin. So Mr. and Mrs. Austin, they UK now, but before they come UK, they've been in Nigeria, of course, with their children. They get two children and one niece. So Mr. Austin niece, they live with them, and she don't live with them since she be Pekin. Now she be about 13, 14, okay? But at them train her, she don't live with them for 30. So when did they come? They not say they're not supposed to carry person will be their biological Pekin. So they go tell the girl mama, say we're not fit carry on a Pekin, no, because see waiting the policy talk. It doesn't only our children now if we qualify to be our dependent. Nine those ones beg them, say beg go this na Pekin we don't grow with now she sabi. Now na train her beg. If anything we not fit do, muna do for her, make she follow na beg. Na beg with the beg na. So the Mr. and Mrs. Austin can't go back, go reason them, talk to people. They don't say okay. Since even they no get problem with her because they really like the girl, right? They don't get issue with the girl. Now they're picking, they see the girl as they're picking. May they just see how they want take runner, okay? So some people can advise them, say, you not even need do much since the girl name self now the same thing with her name. I tell her say na the man needs, so her papa and Mr. Austin now brothers, they bear the same surname. So her name and Mr. Austin's surname now the same thing. So they just talk say that one not even be biggie. She don't already the answer on her name. All her documents get the same surname. So what you go guys get na birth certificate. Just put on her name. That's Mr. and Mrs. Austin name as the parents for birth certificate. But I could not say where would they come from. Birth certificate. To get birth certificate, no be big deal. So now waiting they do be that because the pikin don't they live with them, they get pictures of the girl with them. So they shall submit all this during the application and they get visa. So they carry the pikin and their own two children come UK, okay? So wetin go happen be say unto normal now how Naija people dey do am, okay? If pikin begin do anyhow, you go see anyhow, okay? So now wetin happen one day, the pikin give her attitude. Now she say she whether she slap am small or na big that one I don't know, I know the. But she dey house one day, now her school call her. So this girl's school now him call her. So make I call the girl Alice. Okay, so Alice teacher can't call her talk say they go need to see her for school. She say wetin happen? They say make she shall come school, say they want to ask her some questions. So now she reach school, you can't tell her talk say say Alice talk say she dey beat her. So they say may they find out whether this not true. Now she say she know they beat Alice. They say Alice talk say you they beat her. She said she know they beat Alice. They don't say anyway. So they don't already report the matter to social service. Those ones now go investigate the matter and now them go finalize. So they don't hand them over. Now she say no problem. So nobody see her beat Alice now. So how they won't take say she beat Alice when they talk say she no beat Alice. So they can't do the investigation now. They don't ask her questions. They don't ask Alice questions. They don't ask her husband questions, you know. But where the wahala done the day now be say, or where the fear done they enter be say, on one of those question and answer sessions, they ask Alice, and Alice talks saying her real mama and her real papa they Nigeria. So these ones na her other mama and papa, okay. she did not do it out of a bad place, I be from a bad place. Okay, she just answer question where they ask her, because Mr. and Mrs. Austin no even give her details of how she take come. They not tell her, oh, no talk this kind thing, no, or talk this kind thing, no. They not give her all that instruction, because they felt like it didn't matter. Okay, so that's question. Naim they worry Mr. and Mrs. Austin now. Okay, because they know say they don't get the legal documents which should say she be maybe adopted, or they just be her legal guardian. Wetin they do when they come, they say they do birth certificates, put their names as her real parents. So now where they fear they now, because if for some reason, or this now wetin people don't advise them, say if for some reason they get to find out or finalize say this na wetin una do, apart from the fact say they go say they falsify documents or they submit false documents, say they go fit pin child trafficking on top their head, because they go say they just take the pikin from the parents come UK, they lie say na their own pikin. Now I no be legal practitioner, I don't know whether this na true. This na wetin some people don't tell her, and this na why she dey fear. So the advice wey people dey give her be say make she carry the children now go back Nigeria when investigation never dey concluded. Say highest when they ask the man wey be the student, say where your wife and your children, you go just talk say they just come for some months, they no been plan stay till the end of his study. Say because they stay for because they dey stay for some months, na im make him enroll the children for school, may no be say they could just dey house dey play. But say the time where they plan to stay, they don't stay finish and they don't go back. Say if social services no see the children for UK soil, they no go fit get plenty ground to continue the investigation, and that now wetin go better for them. But say if they dey here and that conclusion or that investigation they concluded, say when they find out say they do this kind thing, they go take not just Alice, but they go take the other children, and even after they take them, if possible say they go still charge them with some criminal charge. Okay, so now why did they fear? That make she ask me if true she carry the children go now, if social services go ban them, say maybe they no come back UK, or maybe they go revoke the husband, maybe the student's visa, say you go back house, we no want you again, you lie. So that na the question where she asked me, and this is the story. Now over to now, I know say some of una na legal people, right? Some of una feel like legal people, but una figure idea. Of course, I'm not going to tell her to take advice from the comment section, right? But me personally, I want to know wetin dey, if this kind thing fit actually lead to them being criminally charged. Okay, and again, I want use this video tell people way, because I know people they do this kind of thing. Not be say I know some of us they run this kind deal. Okay, una go talk say this pikin na my pikin when no be your pikin, or this person na my wife when no be your wife. It dey happen. Okay, which is one of the reasons where una know say they speak this for pidgin, so that go be we will understand wetin I dey talk. Now if you dey this kind of situation, or if you don't do this kind of thing, my advice now, make you try get documents wey go back up whatever you do. Okay, so if you get pikin wey no be your pikin, abeg try get your legal guardianship document, get consent from their parents documented, make they sign am, just hold am. Nobody know wetin dey wait for am for front. I know they talk say even we wey dey talk this story now, nobody know the nobody know wetin dey front dey wait for us. Okay, but whatever you do, just try to do the right thing. Apart from doing the right thing, also have legal documentation to back up what you did. Okay, I know say this one not be even justice, because I don't hear this kind of story before, but I will not just get the gist. And then yes, so this one give me the full gist, and she's okay with me sharing it, as long as I no call her name for this video. Now you make Mr. and Mrs. Austin what I use not be their real name, Alice what I use not be her real name. Okay, but whatever it is, guys, just be careful on these streets. The last couple of videos on this series have been one kind, so I promise you guys a positive story in the next episode of this storyline. You don't turn episode, next episode of the storyline, so turn on your notifications, guys, so that you do not miss that story. Okay, and yeah, if you have stayed till now, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button, hit the like button to support the channel, and yeah, share this with your friends and your family so that they will know what is going on, and if they need to be careful, they have to be careful, and if they have any kind of arrangement that they need to clean up, it will be wise to do so ASAP. Okay guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, bye guys.